What's up everyone, I'm Brian Schmidt. Now there are many different types of deadlifts out there, and in this video we're going to go through the top 8 most popular ones. We're going to do a brief overview of each one and discuss the main muscles that they're targeting. Some deadlifts are going to target your back a little bit more, some deadlifts are going to target your glutes and hamstrings a little bit more. So you can decide if you want to add it to your back day, leg day, or just do deadlifts every single day of the week. But anyways, let's go ahead and add some weight to this barbell and start lifting. Before we get started, have you ever been at the gym and seen the super jacked guy trying to put the 45-pound plates on the barbell, getting ready to deadlift? And he always runs into this problem where he's like forcing the weight on, using all his strength, or you have to lift up here or have someone lift for you and then slide the weight on. Little trick to help you guys out. It's so simple. I've showed thousands of people how to do this, I feel like by now. Just take the smallest little plate you can find. Put it right at the edge of the 45-pound plate already on the bar. Roll up the plate. Surprise, surprise, this actually works with however many plates you already have on the barbell. And then really easy, slide the next plate on. Boom. And roll it off the little plate. Throw the little plate to the side. And now you're ready to deadlift. That easy. Of course, the first and most popular deadlift we'll look at is the barbell deadlift. We'll be using this as the foundation for all the following variations. The first thing you want to do is get your feet in position. Foot stance is going to vary from person to person for a conventional deadlift. I prefer my feet just shoulder width apart with my toes pointed slightly outward, which will help keep my knees from collapsing inward. Get in the starting position by gripping the bar just outside of the knees and keep your back in a neutral position. Get a tight grip and pick up the barbell off the ground, driving your hips forward. Make sure your knees are facing in the same direction as your toes, and you should be clearing the bar past your knees with no problem. Notice that I am controlling the weight on the way down and back up, eliminating any bounce between each rep. Doing this will greatly reduce the risk of tearing a muscle or tendon in your biceps. Remember, your form and technique are way more important than the amount of weight that you're lifting. Now, let's check out some of these variations. The first variation we'll discuss is the snatch grip deadlift. Stance and lifting technique are essentially the same as conventional. The only difference is the hand positioning is wider. To find the right grip, bend your elbows over the bar at a 90-degree angle with your hands facing down. Where your hands point down is the starting position of your grip. You may adjust as necessary. Using this variation will lead to greater stimulation in your upper back, forearms, and traps. Next, let's look at the deficit deadlift. For this variation, we'll place a 45-pound plate on the ground to stand on. You may use any platform that is flat and anywhere between 1 to 3 inches high. Setup and lifting technique will be the same as conventional, and the increased range of motion will help recruit more of the posterior chain and quads. This is a great variation for those who have difficulty during the first stage of the standard deadlift, and will help improve overall lifting technique. Going back to conventional will seem short and easy compared to deficit. Now here's one that's really going to fry your glutes and hams. The Sumo Deadlift, one of my favorite variations. For this setup, you want to position your feet much wider than conventional. and make sure that your feet are pointed outward. Your arms will go straight down between your legs to grip the bar. Just like any other deadlift, make sure your legs are doing most of the work, and when reaching the top, you're driving your hips forward into the bar. The next two deadlifts are very similar to each other but have subtle variations in their form, which will help target your muscles in different ways. The first one is the Romanian deadlift. Here, your feet will be more narrow, between shoulder and hip width apart, and you will grip the bar just like conventional deadlift. The Romanian deadlift actually starts in standing position. You will lower the bar, keeping it as close to your body as possible, while keeping your back in the neutral position. As you lower the bar, bend your knees and sit back while keeping your back straight. Keep the bar as close to your body as possible on the way down. Once you have lowered the bar just past the knees, return back up to starting position. If you're performing the lift correctly, you should feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. So, very similar to the Romanian deadlift is the stiff leg deadlift. Foot stance, hand positioning, and even starting position are all the same. The difference here is in the technique at which the bar is lowered. As you begin to bend at the waist, allow the bar to naturally track away from your body while maintaining a neutral spine. Keep your legs straight and sit back. Go down as far as your flexibility allows you to. As you return to the top of the lift, make sure you're flexing your glutes while maintaining your form. Because the Romanian deadlift and the stiff leg deadlift are so similar to each other, here's a side-by-side comparison of the two lifts. Notice in the Romanian deadlift, my legs bend slightly. In the stiff leg deadlift, my legs are straight the entire time. In the Romanian deadlift, I'm keeping the barbell close to my body, and in the stiff leg deadlift, I'm keeping it a little bit further out from my body. The next deadlift variation we'll look at is the hack lift. Set up by standing in front of the barbell with feet shoulder width apart. You will grip the bar behind you with your palms facing back. Get balance and center your body weight over your heels. Lift the weight by standing up while pressing with the heels of your feet and squeezing the thighs. This variation primarily targets the quads and is a great addition to leg day. The final variation is the Jefferson Deadlift, also known as the Nut Crusher. This lift actually gets its real name from Charles Jefferson, the old circus strongman. Now, this setup is very unique. Straddle the bar with one foot in front of the bar and the other foot behind, pointed almost parallel with the bar, which will form a 90-degree angle. This lift requires a mixed grip. The hand on the same side as the forward foot will be overhand, and the hand on the same side as the back foot will be underhand. As you begin the lift, keep your chest upright with a neutral back. Now, there is no definite foot stance for this lift, so experiment with different foot positioning to find where you get the best leverage. Alright guys, so that was the 8 most popular deadlift variations that are out there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely comment below, let me know which one of them is your favorite. And as always, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and visit our new website, www.carnivorestrength.com. I'll see you guys next time.